Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing? It is Thursday. It is 8-7. All right, 8-7. Getting ready for the kiddies to go back to school already. Oh my God. My grandkids, my Zachary's going into second grade. Baker's going into kindergarten. What is going on here? All right. What do we got this morning? We got the markets being lifted up by Apple. All right. 100 million in investments to Apple. So it's the power of the government, huh? They just like walked in and said, you know what? We're sick and tired of your stock being down. We need to get this done. So 2 days later, stock has moved up about almost 7 or 8% now in 2 days. All right, so back up to 219.24 here. Still in the equilibrium. All right, yeah, you know what they've been doing? They've been sending people back home. Uh, but we're better again this morning. All right, better again. And we're starting to get out of the equilibrium, if you can see that coming there a little bit as well. All right, so Apple, that's really nice news. And then you got Intel, really, really garbage, back down again now on your Intel. All right, so Intel, for Apple's overwhelming to the move, to the upside move. It's lifting everything up. Okay, and then you got Intel. It's kind of just, it's been fading. It's back in the 80s, back in the old days. Intel. And then you got a couple other guys that are doing pretty good. Texas Instruments is higher this morning, up about $6 and change on your TXN. All right, so you're going to get a boost up there on the day, go up to 190. Still going to be stuck inside, trying to get out of this here at 192 and change. All right, a little better this morning. Texas Instruments a little better. All right. What else on that one? We got that and Taiwan Semi, TSM on the move here this morning. Closed at 231.37, 242. All right, so we're taking out that 244 to get back up to here, and that is from July 29th, not too long ago. All right, so Taiwan Semi's lifting us up, Apple's lifting us up, Intel's disappointing, but I think that's expected. Intel just doesn't do what it used to do. Like we were saying, they should start making microwaves or something else. All right, so Taiwan Semi is better this morning. Texas Instruments is better, and Apple's better. There's a couple other tech names that we'll go through there. Futures are higher here this morning, and our diamonds are up. All right, so interestingly enough, 444 up $2. When's the last time we gapped up $2 on the diamonds? Anybody? Zero. Okay, I can't remember, but it has happened. It has happened. So I shouldn't be joking around with it, but like that. But that's what it feels like. All right, so diamonds are better. What did we have yesterday, right? It's all about the retail, guys. All about the retail. Real nice move again. Are we going to try to put up another good one? 82.39 already, guys. 82.39 already. Let me tell you something. When we get in our positions, when we get set in a position, and like what we were talking about this down here, okay? Now, I bought some in there. He who hesitates, you know what I mean? So that's why I'll make emphasis about things, like I'm talking about that IBM down there where it is. This happened really fast, and boom, and now here we are. We're already boosting up to here now. Okay, so now it's almost getting to the point where do you want to be buying them up here? Okay, so and I will, and I do that in the Discord. You know what I mean? I do that in the Discord. I don't, You know what I mean? That's where we do the training and stuff like that, and that's where we talk about those kinds of things. All right. So anyhow, XRT back up here on the day, 82.39. You're going to get your discretionaries moving with that now and your XLYs. I'm looking at some stocks that might have kind of like not, but if they haven't moved, you know, there's probably a reason why they haven't moved. I like this Sprout Farm Market. This is another one. This thing's been down and out, right? Did not participate in any of this rally that's going on right now. All right, so there's probably something tied into here with a tariff or something. Something's holding this thing back. But this is a one that you can keep an eye on. This one should get back up. All right, with your it's in your XLP group. It's in your XRT group. It's in there. All right, so keep an eye on that one. Sprout Farms. All right, it might not be ready to go yet. 151.61, 151.84. It's actually taking a day up today, so keep an eye on that one. That one might all of a sudden might surprise you. All right, so retail, and we'll see. All right, now utilities, probably, you know, down yesterday with the utilities, but energy's been down. And I just don't know if this guy's going to get back up here yet. 85.67, you're going to be inside day there. Not too much, all right? And then we talk about the industrials. Well, we know that they're a mess, all right? They're still stuck. 3-1, but today we're going to get a 3-1-2 back up. So let's see if that can trigger something to get something to move. Remember now, you're still inside month, so that's troubles in itself, okay? So we'll see about the industrials. You know, Home Depot kind of made that move a little bit, and that's stalled out yesterday. Again, you know, you got the month up, but you ain't gonna start taking out months by stalling out, okay? That ain't gonna happen. All right, so watch that Home Depot. Triple M, a couple ones that I watched. These are the ones. I like this Triple M, but where you going, man? All right. The group is sucking. 150, 158 here. A little higher now this morning on Triple M, so that's going to be taking day up here. All right. But when the Saints come marching home, that's when we'll know, okay? And then we'll wait on for that. We'll see. September could be a crazy month because, you know, they're talking rate cuts. You know, I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, but I put a bunch of stuff out there so you can pick up what I'm laying down by just reading it. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff I have out there. So a lot of money sitting on the sidelines that might start coming back into the market. So be aware of that. All right, be aware of that. All right, so Honeywell, another one, you know, down and out in Beverly Hills. I can't say too much about the industrials. They're just not going. Okay, banks, you know, it's like they already did all their work. You got a 2-1, you got a 3-1-2 coming back up here today, 52.38. All right, so XLF on the 2-2 coming back up, and she's trading at 52.28 right now. So that is going to be a 3-1-2 zip-diddy-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Still stuck inside here, but it is 2. It could engulf. It could engulf. Okay, and you know what that means. What does it mean when it goes engulf? It means that it takes out the highs of the previous bar and the lows of the previous bar. We've got the low. Now we got to take out the highs. All right. XLF. Banks have been good. Regulations, less. All good stuff. All right. So we'll see there. I really don't want to chase banks. I want to watch these retailers right now. I want to see how they act. See when they start to stall out. And then we'll kind of have a better idea where we're at. So what do we have this morning? We've got a couple things moving around here. Fortinet, man, on your cybersecurity, taking it on the chin pretty good here. All right, this thing's getting creamed. It was already in the ICU. And no, I guess it was in the room, but they went back into the ICU. Okay, so this thing's getting crushed. back down to 74 bucks here. All right, we're coming all the way back into this area down here. So when we look at it on the monthly, we are getting crushed on this thing, okay? So 74 bucks. This is, what is this? What is this going to be today? This is going to be the gapper down day that you're going to wait 3 days for, okay? 3 days, and we'll wait and see. We'll talk about that IBM. We'll talk about that other Oracle earlier, a little later. I don't want to take up too much time. I'm already 10 minutes in. All right, Fortinet. Joby's coming in, and Joby's really, really good. This company's really doing great things. But like I said, she's going to come back in. And she has. And now she's coming back this morning, 1775. So kind of triangling out this whole move here. Okay? So what's that going to do? It's going to get that week to start really come shoot her down. So what I want you to do now is not touch it. I don't want you to touch it. Let's wait and see if this shooter can really start to look better. You know what I mean? By like really crapping it out and turning it red. Okay? That's what we would like to see. And then we can wait to see. And if it doesn't go into force on Monday or Tuesday, then we know that maybe she's all right and we can see if we can start to get after it again. I don't want to touch it right now. Just be cool with this thing. I think it's all right. Bumble is in the news today. Bumble. We had Match yesterday to the upside, and today you got Bumble to the downside. No dates for you. Wah, wah. Coming back down. All right, so back down to $7. This Bumble, man, it always finds its way to bumble it up, if you know what I mean. All right, so Bumble coming back down this morning. Airbnb taking it on the chin here. Down $10 here, man. Down $10 now. More than that. All right, so Bumble coming down pretty hard from 130.50. We're trading down to 121, $9, eight or $9 here this morning. All right, that's going to be another gapper down. All right, 3 days. All right, Airbnb. We'll see if anything comes out of that. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. 3-2 here, 18-10. This is not moving that much. 18, so you're going to be taking day down here on Jack. Jack in a box taking a little bit lower. That is in your retail sector too. All right, so be aware of that. DoorDash is a nice move here. DoorDash. 272 from 258, so 280, 250. Continue. Gone, okay, gone. All right, and you're in exhaustion risk now because you don't have any more magnitudes. All right, so now you just look for continuation to the upside until you see something that changes things that we talk about. Okay, so there's your DoorDash. We talked about Taiwan Semi. This CELH, man, these guys are killing it. The seltzer water. I mean, these guys coming back off the bonding formation today, and this thing is moving here. $53, really? All right, so $53. All right, coming all the way back up in here. 61.21 if you want to try to get back up and triangle it out. CELH, don't go chasing this thing. That if you got it coming in today, you got it going on. All right, VST. This is another one down $10 here on your nuclear. Okay. Now I haven't really checked the rest of these ones. Oklahoma is higher. SMR is higher. And CCJ is higher, and so something came out with this VIST. It was already coming down. It already was smelling the trouble anyhow. All right, so 191 coming back down. All right, so that's going to be a pretty good move to the downside. 190.53 if you want to triangle that out. Vista. I'm not going to go through all of these. I'll tell you, this Groupon, these guys, they just keep making it happen. Groupon up $7 this morning. I don't even know how Groupon pulls it off. They sell that information. They sell your information to other companies. That's what they do because they know what we buy. Okay, so Groupon, you got a nice move here today. $37. You're coming up here. You're going to have a gapper upper. What do we see when we see a lot of these gappers up there? They might stretch their legs in the morning and come back in and then kind of sit all day. Kind of like what happened with Match.com yesterday. All right, so Groupon, yeah, I could keep an eye on that. D-Dog, that's the D-Dog, all right? The D-Dog with the 312 zippity-doo-dah 148 get. I love the 312 upper. It's already done its job. And it's doing some more jobs, taking up here. It's coming up into this area right here, 146. You want to triangle out, you're going to have to get back up to 147.76. D-Dog, that's a nice move up. We'll see if anything comes of that. All right, if they keep it going. Peloton. What's going on Peloton? $7.98. So it's up about 80 cents. It's got a 212 taking day up. That's going to actually get the month's working here, okay? So we're looking for $8 to triangle out this, all right? That's going to get a nice boost on your month, okay? So now you're going to be 212 month up. Now you're going to have to look for continuation to the upside, all right? Whenever something happens like this and it moves a couple of months around like that, you've taken out some magnitudes, so there could be some exhaustion risk, okay? That's all I want to say. See if Peloton can keep going there. We talked about that PayPal. I like that CELH. Yeti, if you want to get a nice water container, 35.60, slightly lower this morning. All right, so coming back down on the Yeti. So the most expensive water container you can buy. And Sarepta is actually starting to put its big boy pants on and starting to get it back together here. All right. This was the gapper, the downer, right? It tried. And then it created another island. So what we're going to look for now is how do we get back? All right, how do we get back into this? Was our mainland. This was an island all in itself. And now you got down here. So you're going to look for that green, red, green. And then look to see if you can start to move back up into this area up in here. All right, so here we are. We got to get through that. And then this was the kill. All right, so 2310 is the number that you're really chasing. Okay, so measure it from here if you're watching it. It's going to have to get up to $22. All right, but before that's got to happen, you got to get through 19. I kind of like Sarepta. I think Sarepta it was $150. All right, I think it's got to come back some. All right, ELF is for the beauties, for the beauty. All right, 98.63. ELF is not looking so good this morning. They should have put a little bit more makeup on this thing this morning. 95.90 coming all the way back down on your monthlies. So we're going to triangle out all that. That's all triangling out. Boom, gone. So now we look for price. Now we look for price discovery coming back in here. All right, so that's taken all that out. It's actually coming down a lot more than that. All right, so right here, 96.91. So that would be a possible place where you might get some support, but it's going to be opening right around there. So ELF, watch out for that one. Not looking so pretty today. Did I talk about Glassworks, GLW? GLW is Corning. Corning Glassware is a tech stock. 212 here, 69.33 get. All right, Corning is doing some great things. They make the glass for the screens, for the TVs, for the phones, all that stuff. All right, not to mention that they make pots and pans and all that other stuff. All right, very interesting company. They do a lot of different things. I like this stock. 69.33. I don't want to pay $69 for it. So I would wait and see how it's going to pan out here on your daily. You're coming all the way back up to here, okay? So $69, nice gapper upward on there at Glassworks. All right, now we'll go over to the futures. All right, we're taking day up, okay? SPY says we're going higher here. 633.53. We were up. We were way higher up. All right, we were up to 638.20. All right, so we have come back in. 638.20 still doesn't get us to the highs there, but it does get us up to what did I get to? 638.18. So 639.85 is what we're chasing for the all-time highs. All right, but that's going to be a day up. We'll see if they can hold up, okay? SPY is better this morning. I think a lot of it is on Apple, okay? A lot of it's on Apple. All right, so Apple up another 5% this morning. All right, so SPY get, this is the power of the government. All right, $100 million in investments was given to Apple. Okay, so diamonds back up. All right, diamonds are taking day up here. I got a 212. We know the story. She's probably gonna fall apart. All right, we know the industrials can't get going. If the industrials can't get going, then they're gonna be limping. Okay, if the utilities don't get going, they're going to be limping. And if energy can't get going, they're going to get limping. The metals might get better, but they've already made the move. All right, so sit tight. All right, sit tight. Just be patient. The retails are good for now. That's it. Let's just think about that. All right, and then triple Qs, you got movement to the upside here with Apple. Again, and then you got Taiwan Semi, and you got Texas Instruments, and we got AMD's a little higher here this morning, and Intel we know is down. We know that Texas Instruments, AMD, Apple, okay. It's about the ones from my C here. All right, I like that Joby. Initial claims came out today. 8,000 more people went in for unemployment, but the number doesn't seem to bother anybody, so it's good. Okay, if it's 20,000, it's a freaking disaster. But at 8,000, it's okay. We can live with it. All right, so I'm gonna leave it there. I'll see you at lunchtime. Check out my list on Twitter and give us a follow over there. All right, so. I'll see you at lunchtime. Be good.